Hello everybody, thanks for stopping in tonight. Appreciate you being here as usual. Let me just get my stuff all set up and ready to go. Playlist on, turn the volume up a little bit, turn on the excellent quality webcam. There we go. Turn off that guy, then that. There we go. Nice. Make sure that the editor's getting captured. Yep, sure looks like it is. Okay. Alright, how's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Say hi to the chat. Hey, Mr. Jonas, Oro, Crystal Sword, The Real Spammin', Ethan Levy, Racer Paste. How's everybody doing today? Got a lot of regulars in chat. Good to see everybody. Alright, let's go ahead and just get straight into what we're doing today. So let's start by recapping what we were doing last time. So let's go to Slalom Arena, and we'll just go through this pretty briefly. This level still needs a decent amount of work, so not super, definitely not finished with it. A lot of the detailing especially needs to be finished. But here we can see this guy, snowman guy. His name is Crunchy. You shoot at him, and it launches his head off and other dudes. And we've got this arena stage where we've got both of the ghosts chasing after you. And you can deal with both of the voltaic forms as well. You also got Sever up here in the top level to worry about. You can do a cool detonator setup there, which is probably the fastest way to deal with those two, I would have to guess. An interesting thing about the Crunchies is that you don't actually need to kill the snowmen for them. They don't add to the counter. Yeah, sounds relatively simple. I think it's okay. It's not super strong. It needs a little bit of extra polishing and fine-tuning to be in a great spot, but that's how that one is. But the key thing we're doing tonight is working on this stage, which is stage 3-3, the boss level. So we'll start out down here. You'll go through a door, and you'll see this big, sort of twisty, windy complex. This middle bit's going to be made out of ice and snow, with all these pieces of broken, weird versions of the ski resort buildings, jutting out of it and fused together and stuff. Yeah, so you'll go around the outside, maybe have a couple, need to fill that in, maybe have some enemies to deal with. Probably the sides will be big walls of snow and stuff to make you feel kind of closed in and isolated. That should be pretty cool. So you go into this building, you work your way up, and then gotta fix that too. And then we head up into the main body of the ice tower itself. Then we head up through here, keep heading up, around through some buildings. We'll have some enemy encounters and stuff in here. It is a little cramped right now, so I'm probably going to widen a lot of this stuff tonight. But we can see there's a jib in the corner and a big, this will be a ghost door right here. So we continue heading up into this section. This will have a roof. Climb up a little bit, drop down through here, activating ghost mode. And this is a really cool, little bit that I've got going where you do this, and then it'll sort of reseal the floor behind you. I don't know if it's really necessary. You can kind of just land up here. So I might end up keeping it in ghost mode, but conceptually it's really cool. And then we head on up here to fight our little mini-boss guy in this sort of weird sloped-off section. Right now he just summons the snowman at you. I think he's going to need some sort of a secondary attack, an actual attack instead of just summoning. And then that's all I've got right now. I was planning for this to be where the stage ends, but I feel as the boss level in particular, it needs a little bit of extra something to it. So I think I'm going to expand upwards a little bit and then widen some of these sections out so that it has a bit more breathing room. But this is our base structure. I want to make it more windy. I want to give the player more reasons to go back and forth through areas, because that's kind of the conceit of this section. The snowman head launches and hits other enemies. Yes, that's how it works, yeah. Howdy, Ember. Yeah, so the first world is a good mixture of a variety of layouts. So Windmillion, you have a more flat stage. You've got a stage that's wide, but you've got a lot of different places to go, and then you've got a tall vertical stage. The second world is very horizontal with a lot of access to the death plane, so you can do, some of this nonsense, a lot of that sort of thing. Whereas this world is focused on being very layered and twisty. So I want to incorporate that more strongly in this level, make it more intersect heavy, make you go in and out through different sections multiple times and really layer it on top of itself. That's what we're doing. And then World 4 will be focused a lot on, like, verticality, since I think verticality is probably the trickiest, but it also has a lot of potential to be the most satisfying, so it's a really good fit, I think, for the structure of, like, the last world. Okay, let's go ahead and start just by fixing up some areas that feel a little cramped or too condensed. You should have a secondary attack that predicts your movement. Yeah, something like that, like, something to shake up how you attack him, for sure. How much damage does the snowman head do? I think it does 3 damage, if I recall. Let me actually double check that. Enemies, projectiles, crunchy head, there we go. Oh no, it does 8 damage. I forgot I made it do that much. That's probably too much damage, but I mean, that's enough to kill a Slapmo? Some of 8 or 9 health. I should probably know my own stats better, shouldn't I? I guess I do change it around a lot. What else is health? Hello? Oh, it's here. It just stayed in a different section. No, he has 12 health. I'm stupid. Okay, it does as much damage as one of these, which I think is probably okay, because it's kind of hard to line up. So I think you should be rewarded for it, but probably not overly rewarded to the point where the entire stage becomes like super reliant on hitting those specific snipes. You know? We'll see. We'll see. As with everything, that is up to change. So start out here. I think this area is probably too small. There's not really anything we can do with this because of how condensed it is. So we're gonna go ahead and just start out by expanding this section a bit. Needs a big orbital laser. It's about to be the sickest boss fight ever. Well, I sure hope so. The number 100 on YT. I like the art style of this game a lot. Thank you, appreciate that. Alright, so let's make this building a little bit wider, so we have some extra space to work with here. Let's go ahead and get rid of these stairs, too. Clear that out. Go. There we are. And we'll keep this as is, actually, just as a guide. And we're gonna indent all that in. Do the same right here. There we go. And I think we'll extend it backwards a little bit too, just to give us a bit more breathing room there. Yeah. Generally, I've learned I don't want to make things too small. Definitely make it feel... There's a fine balance to be had between feeling like... What's the word for it? Feeling like cramped in a fun way versus feeling cramped in a this is just kind of obnoxious way. Alright, then we'll just add the staircase in, and this should be pretty breathable, I imagine. You know what, actually, I think I'm gonna put the staircase somewhere else, actually. How about we do it here? Because I'm thinking you'll go in here and then wrap around to the staircase, or you can do a boost, like uppercut jump here to just skip that section. Or maybe even just like use an uppercut to jump up here and then kill an enemy here or something. Either way, I think having the staircase be right here will feel a little better, especially if you want to put anything on the first floor. Then go. You still didn't get the console thing working? That's true, I didn't. I mention it every stream. Lol. See you, Seth? Oh, thank you for stopping in, Ethan. Appreciate you. If I can actually stick around next stream. Well, we'll definitely be doing some more, like a greater variety of stream times relatively soon, because I got winter break coming up, and not too long, about a month. Actually, a little less than a month. So ideally, I'll be streaming a lot more over that break. That'll probably be my last time to get a lot of work done, all in one go. Because we're still very much on track to complete the game how I wanted it to. That's not really a problem. But I really want to take advantage of the break while I've got it to just get to it, you know. Why are the new blocks you place down darker than usual? So I have these set to a texture called World Grid Unlit, which is a modified version of the default Unreal texture, which is just called World Grid. So it's just this grid texture. Pretty self-explanatory. So So whenever you create new stuff within CubeGrid, it'll assign that new stuff you've made to have the default texture. So what it'll do is it'll put it in as the default world grid, compared to what I've got, which is the world grid unlit. And I want it unlit because that's just how the game is. It isn't lit, and all the textures are manually placed. So I'll have to go in and like manually delete the world grid texture, so that way it looks correct. In this section, I think I'm also going to retool a little bit. This is something I would like to do more with some of my stages, is I feel like there's some sections where maybe the flow doesn't feel quite right, because you have to like either take weird turns or it expects you to go at an angle that doesn't feel particularly natural. So that's something I really want to do more. It's like I feel like here, it just kind of feels cramped if you go up here and then it's immediately right here. Like it probably would be a little more comfortable to go up here and then wrap around. Like I think it's a very subtle difference to be sure, but I think it's a lot of those subtle differences that can end up making a stage feel a lot more smooth to play. Yeah, like all of a sudden this is much more comfortable, gives us a lot more room to experiment with where we put stuff. Yeah, way more open, a lot more freeing. And then this is another section where it doesn't quite work out, where I go up here and then it just kind of feels like it's a little cramped in a way that doesn't feel super fun. How do we want to do this? I could, because I was going to use this first floor, but I'm probably not going to. So we could get rid of this section and move the staircase to be up here, maybe? Or like against this wall, or... yeah, probably against here, actually. We're in a very, very flow-considerate section of development. Trying to make sure it all seamlessly blends together. Oh yeah, something I wanted to talk about. Screen is black? Oh, is it doing the flickery thing again? Ah, dang it. I'll just turn on the display capture underneath. There we go. Yeah, it'll just keep coming back. But yeah, something I wanted to talk about. So everybody who's played the previous demo, and I guess just everybody here in general, I released the couple different versions of the trial run demo. And in case you're unaware, I'm working on a new demo called like the winter demo, or maybe it'll have probably a more clever name than that. I was thinking like maybe calling it the snow day demo. I feel like that'd be fun. Anyways, planning on working on a new demo pretty soon. Trying to figure out what that all is going to entail. Get this out of the way just for easier testing. And one of the big parts of that is to not devalue the patrons who have paid for the early access stuff. The new demo won't exactly be like a ton of new stuff. It'll be revamped versions of all of the stages in the previous demo, as well as a new arena stage for the windmill section, and then probably also a new bonus like specifically winter themed level. Like doesn't have the spooky theming. It'll just be like a new bonus like short fun stage, as like a nice addition to make that demo a little bit more special. Because I also want to do a small scale speedrun competition, not quite as big as the first one, but I think that'll help it. I don't know, that'll just make the demo more fun if it's got like some unique content to it, something to help it stick apart a little. But regardless, the reason I'm bringing this up is because I was curious what people's thoughts were on some of the stages in their current states from that initial demo. Just as like to have some good frame of reference when I go into creating the next demo. Yeah, long roundabout way of saying I'm curious what people thought of some of the previous levels. I gathered some feedback, decent amount, but could definitely get some more. I think I'm gonna add a new section right here, actually. Yeah. So that'll probably be what we're working on starting from the next stream, is getting things together for that winter demo. So that'll be the revamps, the new arena stage, and then the winter bonus level. Yeah. Trial run, snow run? Not bad. Have you named the goblin boss yet? Well, his name is Snowman Sorcerer. If I had to come up with a name, I'd probably just call him, like, Jeremy. All the names I come up with are either like, they're either like just a normal guy's name, or like some nonsense. And there's very little in between there. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and patch up this hole. Yeah. I think we're gonna have us go up here, and then... I've got an idea. No, I've got an idea. Getting rid of this. I'm gonna put a ghost door right here. And instead we'll have a short section where you go around, like right here maybe? And then that'll loop back in to the ghost door or something. Yeah. Howdy, Gremlin. Hope you're doing well tonight. Okay, here's what I'm thinking we're gonna do. We put a little door right here. We extend this out. Extend this whole section out. Just keep going. Actually, this is kind of the way I'm doing this is unnecessarily gonna make the poly count higher, and that's kind of a pain to deal with later. So we'll just do this. And then set the blocks per step to 5, and then we'll do boom, boom, and you'll do one more. And we'll do one more. That'll look a little better. There we go. Okay, and then we'll just make this another room of the ski lodge. And then we'll go up to here. Yep. Extend this all the way across. I think I'll leave it like that, so it seems like this is kind of a support beam structure. We'll just add a nice little bit of visual flair to it. Whoops. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Nice. This does look a little off-center. I think it still might be a little. It might... Is that centered? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, nobody mentioned that. Should we go up here? Yeah, it'll feel a little bit better if it's on closer to the right side. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So we'll go in here. I'm thinking that going in here will activate a trigger, and then that'll turn on one of the maybe a combination of a voltaic ghost and one of the other ghosts. That's what I'm thinking we'll probably do here. Maybe even extend this section out a little bit here to give us more room to work with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? 10 or so? Let's put a pillar right there. So let's thicken the pillar a little bit. Should make it look more natural. Then we'll extend a pillar down like so, so it doesn't feel like it's completely unnaturally floating. Yeah. Liking that. How did you make the level building block base instead of hand sculpting platforms? So Unreal's got this really handy thing called the cube grid. Basically just lets you Minecraft everything and make stuff out of blocks. Probably not the best for a lot of situations, but especially for somebody who is bad at 3D modeling and under a self-imposed time limit, it's fantastic. Is there the third option? Oh, then there's the third option of naming them on an attribute they have and adding some combination of letters at the end. Yes, very true. Name thing is relatable. In my comic, Angel's story, the main characters are named Whimsical Fairy, Droplet Man, and Sam. Yeah, I get that, yeah. It's like, it's just some ass dude or Bobbert. It's Sheila and Gunther and Brainbuster. Ooh, I didn't make it the right size. Haha, I am a fool. It would appear. This is not news, but alas. Yeah, okay. This should be enough space to do something cool. So we'll do something with that. That'll be a cool combat encounter. And you know what? We'll even just grab this guy right here, then drag him down here. Get this all set up and ready to go. There we go. Yep. Very janky, but it'll do the trick. Not like anyone's gonna be able to miss that. Then we'll go to 1,000,000 props, grab a door, rotate that sucker 90 degrees, negative 90 degrees, nope, negative 90 degrees. Fit it in the middle of the door frame. Scale that son of a bitch. There we go. And then we're gonna go back to slalom, and then we're gonna grab the... Here is it. Is it in props? Or no, it's in level stuff. Interactable? Yeah, interactable. That's what it is. Yeah. Now we're gonna go here, grab Ghost Door, rotate that sucker 90 degrees, then go up, drag it out to fill the space, and there we go. Cool. So the intended effect of this is gonna be pretty simple. You go up, then through here, it'll do some sort of encounter, and then you go back out and this ghost door is gone. Okay, new problem though. This section is too freaking cramped. We're pulling this all back a bit. That's gonna start by just extending this out. We'll extend it out really big for now. It's not gonna be this big, but it doesn't hurt to just have the extra space to work with. The whole floor is gonna get completely redone anyways, just because the way I do this makes the floor mesh in particular much higher poly than it needs to be. So I'm thinking things like this, where it's just like a large section is going to be like a cube or something, so I can cut down on like poly counts. And that's easy. That's an easy way to cut down on poly count. Whereas optimizing some other meshes is really difficult and usually not that worth it because the performance gain you get from it is really small. But for something like this, it's simultaneously easy and makes a big difference. Anyways. I'm bad with names. I name both the doer some random name like Bob. I mean, that's what I'm doing here. My son is named him. Main goblin is a guy named Iggy. I wonder, how do you see the speedrun competition going? If there's a lot of new people, maybe there'll be a gamer on par with Hayes that will destroy me, but it's likely the only old players will win. That is a good point. I'm very curious how that'll go, because it's not like my audience has necessarily grown much since the last demo. Compared to the like explosive growth of when I started out at like throughout the summer, things have been pretty slow and steady the past couple of months. So I really don't know how it'll go. Like I said, this one's not really as big as the previous comp, but that is a good point. It is pretty probable that Vets will be winning the majority of it, but we'll see. Never hurts to see how it goes. Hopefully there's new players. That'd be cool. Good mix of new and old would be ideal. But I mean, yeah, worst case scenario, it's just you know, kind of a repeat of last time, but it'll still have been fun to have done it, I guess. Get this guy set up where you should go. The angle should be about the same. Probably put it around here-ish. Yeah, that looks about okay. Then pull you up a little. Give it a subtle bit of rotation. There we go. We just want to make it so that it's easy to step up onto. Yeah. So that way we go in here, yada yada, do a little combat encounter, and then head on up to here. Cool. And just for testing purposes, let's go ahead and grab the materials. Delete that. Accept. Everything should update. There we go. Cool. Oh, okay. Alright. Now we want to figure out what to do with this section. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that we get rid of this bit here. Yeah. Seal this door. And then if we extend this bit out like that, and then extend this bit out like that. Yeah. And then we'll just carve out this whole section. go. Oops. Carved a little too deep there. Go. Right. And then... actually, we're going to want to keep the floor here, except for this last section, because this will be where we have an incline. A classic Seth incline that I have in every single level that I've ever made in my whole life. Go. And just like that, that should be feeling a lot more comfortable to traverse. So we go through, jump up here, go here. Probably will seal this off, just because I think... I'm wondering if... Nah, because probably skipping this wouldn't be that fun, because like you could do that to access this early, and that's kind of cool, but it just... Nah, because then I couldn't put enemies over there and have that skip still work, so never mind. I guess I could just have enemies up top, so you have to get up there, punch them, and then head back down. That could be kind of fun. We'll see. That'll depend pretty much entirely on the enemy layouts. This game is the kind of game where you need a week to just get accustomed to the controls. That is true. That's true. I mean, it might be different because the assisted controls are going to be in this with like the weapon wheel and stuff. Never gotten accustomed to finger controls. Yeah, it's pretty hard. Have you played Pizza Tower or Anton Blast? Pizza Tower is one of my favorite games, so yes. Anton Blast I've played a decent chunk of. Well, I played the demo. When is the game coming out again? Keep forgetting. Shut up, Steam. I don't want to open it, actually. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Anton Blast. What is the Fourth World's theme? That is going to be... No, I'm not telling you yet, actually. I'm not saying it. You'll get to know when it's out, or when I'm working on it. It'll be a surprise. I think it's pretty cool though. I'm still trying to figure out how to make it work gameplay-wise, because there is a lot you could do with it on a mechanical level. So I'm curious. We'll see. Anton Blast comes out December 4th. Oh, that's cool. If it is the 4th, that's great, because my birthday's the 5th. So that'll be my little birthday treat, I guess. I'll buy the game for myself. Okay, so we go in here, yada yada. Probably have a dude to fight up on the top of the staircase. Drop down here, and then going up here. They just released the last demo? Oh, nice. Okay, I'll have to give that a whirl. I didn't even know there was a new demo. Why am I a meanie? What did I do? Okay. Yeah, I'm liking how this is coming along. So we go down here, yada yada, then go here, jump up here, go through here, wrap around up top. I'm thinking we are gonna get rid of this trigger. So that way it'll stay ghost mode as you climb your way up to the top here. Because I want to do something interesting with the ghosts up here on the roof. I think that could be a really fun combat encounter. Yeah. So we'll get rid of you for now. We'll save him for something a little further up. Because let's do a full run through. Oops. Oh, the default player starts. Yeah. When I was working on this stage, it was gonna start right here, where you were in like this building and you like broke through a window to see all this stuff. And that was kind of cool on paper. In practice, though, you couldn't really see it all that well, and I think it worked a little better in this context. To just go out through a door instead of having this whole convoluted setup where you like can break through a window or like walk down some stairs. It felt kind of inconsistent with everything else. I don't know. We're just going with the simpler route. And yeah, like this way you come out and you get to see it all like in this weird, twisty, mangly mess. Alright, so ideally this will probably take somewhere around 40 to 50 seconds to get through. Because we don't have any enemies in here right now. So it'll obviously be decently longer than this. Oh, this is why I changed the textures and add lights and stuff. But yeah, I forgot to remove that. Yeah, the shots cause light to show up, right? Yeah. Because originally that was the thing, is that shots could like light up surfaces, but that doesn't do anything anymore because there's not lighting. We've forgotten to get rid of that this entire time. Okay, so we boost up here. Okay, maybe this doesn't actually need an extension. Maybe this is good as is. Because this is gonna be kind of beefy already. We'll see. Alright, let's go ahead and edit these mats. Delete that. Alright, I think we're gonna go and start working on the enemy layouts, because worst case scenario, worst case scenario, we end up feeling like it needs more, and then I just build up on top of it, which will be pretty easy to do after the fact. So not really too much of a concern. One minor thing that this is just bugging me is that you can see the snow spawning when you get up here, so I'm just gonna lift that up higher. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Liking that. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and put this sucker back where he belongs. Alright, so we're gonna start out down here. So we want to do something relatively simple. Don't need to do anything crazy complicated. So let's put somebody here guarding the door. We could do a cuboid right there. I still need to come up with a design and make a new projectile enemy. Because I'm wearing the shirt right now. I don't know how well this is gonna show up on the Game Boy camera. Barely. But I'm wearing the shirt with all the dudes on it. But I'm planning on adding a new enemy to like the original 6. To complement Gunther primarily as like an additional projectile attacker. I think Gunther and Ball are pretty good as is, but I feel like I want one more that has like a more unique projectile interaction. I'm thinking maybe like a quasi shotgun guy who like shoots 2 slow moving blasts that go like at a bit of an angle, so you can weave between them or dodge them because they're a bit easier, but they're like wider. They cover a wider range, kind of like a cuboid, I guess, where he like helps control space, but faster than he does with smaller projectiles. Call him Globert the Ice Eater. Big Windmill is so good he's making it again. You have a shirt from Wood Collector the Game? Oh yeah. I guess I didn't post this in the Discord, did I? But yeah, I ordered this shirt. It's really nice. Like the quality's pretty good. I was surprised for how cheap the shirt was. Like the quality is really nice. Like even after just one wash, it's like instantly feels pretty nice for like $12. It was great. So I'm really pleased with the service of that company. So I'm probably using them. It just happens to be that like doing everything else of the process to like actually sell merchandise is super obnoxious and really annoying. Let's put a snowman right there. Alright, let's get the door in here actually just for testing, for the sake of checking. Here. There we go. And then we burst on through. They are so far away, okay. Maybe I'll move some of the things up a little bit, because it is a lot of empty space right at the beginning. Although maybe it's not so bad to just run a little. Could put a Jeb down. I kind of been meaning to incorporate some of the certain elements a little bit more, like specifically just like Jeb, really, because Jeb was kind of like intended to be the like a super launcher would definitely be absurd, right? Like this guy was mostly just intended to be like the gimmick of the windmill world, but in execution, he's kind of just really nice to have in all worlds. So I'll probably be putting him in more places. Yeah, okay, that's nice. Yeah, it's good. It's nice to have. It's nice to have. Yeah, yeah, okay. I think that works. Not the enemy layout necessarily. The enemy layout's not that great. I need one. I'll let you know as soon as they're available. They should be good soon. I definitely want to get them out like decently before Christmas, just because I know from a business perspective it's really good to do that. Cuboid is projectile guy. Well, I want a different kind of projectile guy. It'd be cool if the snowball went in an arc. That could be interesting. I definitely need to make something interesting that works around it, or like some unique system. Because I think having it go in an arc would be cool, but I struggle to think about how I could practically apply that to be interesting. You know, like maybe if there was an enemy that could like sense you around walls and throw projectiles at you from anywhere, something like that could be interesting. Okay, yeah, definitely does feel very empty down here. I think that's okay as like. As the start of the level to give the player some breathing room, I think that's fine. And then up here, I'm thinking we can do a slap mode to ambush you at the top of the steps with the Steve as support. Let's give that a try. Very Hickby today. I'm gonna blame the Jimmy Johns that I had for lunch. Okay, it feels pretty good. Let's try it from the alternate route. I guess, I mean, I don't really need to worry about it too much right now. This is pretty much just the testing phase. Need to get a loose layout in first and then see what, fine-tune what does and doesn't work later. And this level will definitely be more enemy dense than others just because this is a, you know, a boss stage. Thinking we'll give this floor, make this floor blank as a bit of a reprieve. Especially because you're going to go into here and immediately have to deal with something spooky. Let's put a Gunther there. Let's put a Voltaic Ghost right here. I'm going to blow my nose real quick, which means I'm turning this off. There we go. Alright, yeah, so we'll do a Gunther here. Let's hook up the Ghost Mode trigger here to this fella. And to make things extra challenging, I think we put a Bobbert right here. And let's see, what else would complement this well? We could try a ball, actually. That could be very interesting. Because he can hit Bobbert and potentially stop him for a bit, which is, I think, a cool interaction. Okay, what's your deal? What's your deal, buddy? Oh, you're not, yeah, I didn't set him to follow Gunman. Shit, man, you really gotta be on top of this son of a bitch at all times. Oh, yeah. See ya. See ya. You can't follow me, can you? No. Okay. What if I, like, shoot you onto it? Oh, no! Okay, cool. I like that. I like that you can do that. I've learned to embrace the jank. Jank is cool. Sometimes. Sometimes it sucks, but sometimes it's really fun. I think I'll put a Sever right here. That could be interesting. Yeah, we'll do a Sever there. And then let's do... Before you round the corner, we'll have a Bouncer here. Because she won't be able to see you yet until you get to around here. So we can have the Bouncer here to run at you. Actually, no, let's use... No, we haven't used a Bouncer here. We'll use a Bouncer. I think I'm using Bat. We'll save him. Okay, so we'll have you here. Let's see. We can have a normal Gunther right here, sort of blocking her way a little bit. Because I found with Sever, it's generally not that it's more fun to fight her if you can see what you're dealing with before you have to start fighting her. Like, it's annoying if you see her and then immediately have to start fighting enemies, but you don't know what those enemies are because you can't see them because you have to look at her. So it's more fun when you get to see her and the enemies at the same time, so you can mentally make a plan of how you're going to go about it. I love Ball Bastard. He looks particularly unintelligent. He's a smart boy. Okay, let's try Gunther Sheila. Wait, is Sheila still dying instantly? Is that still happening? No. Okay, she's not just randomly dying this time. Couldn't tell you why. Okay. Whatever, that's working. Let's put a crunchy right here. Ooh. Yeah, that's a fun separate placement. I like that. And then she should be able to follow me. Is it Dever? Oh, she got stuck on that little lip. Ah, damn. Yeah, the way these enemies interact with slopes is probably the biggest piece of jank that I don't like in this. Yeah. Yeah. Could just do this. That'll probably fix it. I could also just try to use slopes in a way that they don't run into this jank, because I really don't know how to fix it. So just design the levels in ways that accommodates their movement rather than runs against it. So I think you should be able to theoretically do that. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, it doesn't get rid of the shield. Does that break anything? No. Okay. I do need to code it so that if she dies, the shield goes down. Because normally that shouldn't be able to happen, but with that guy, then you can do that. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, now here's the question: how do we make this work? Because if we're being chased by her, then we don't really have a way to turn around here and see what we're dealing with. I guess that could be an interesting challenge. Is maybe you can you have to glance over to see what you're dealing with. Either that or something that's super obvious. That could be good. That could be good. Oh, really simple idea. That could work pretty effectively, I think. So we just make it really simple and just have a brainbuster here. So that way your back is turning oh shoot, there's a brainbuster somewhere. And you gotta go whoop, 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 whoop. We'll keep an eye on her, flicking back and forth. That could be pretty fun. And you're not in any immediate danger. Mr. Newland, do you have any ideas or things you want to see in the Gunther Dating Simulator Name is Work in Progress, Chapter 1? I'd have to think on that. All the cells are particularly unintelligent? Sure. Yeah, I'd have to think about what would be good to include. That's pretty tricky. It's gonna be hard to avoid taking damage there. That's good, because this is World 3-3, where things are supposed to be heating up. It's supposed to be a little tricky. Oh, this is gonna reactivate Sever. I didn't even think about that. That'll be interesting. Unless you won't be able to get up here. Oh, here's an idea. What if, for the Gunther dating sim, instead of picking dialogue options, you make different hand poses that signal how you feel about something, or to give your responses. So if you want to say yes, you do thumbs up or thumbs down, or maybe you have a way to pivot the wrist or something. That was actually something I considered for this game, is having 1 through 5 control of the fingers, and then 6 would change the rotation of your wrist. Obviously didn't do it, ended up being too complicated in practice to be that fun. But that could work in a dating sim context, or just be a more fun, weird way to select options. Certainly is overcomplicated, that's for sure. Alright, real quick before I forget though, let's go ahead and fix Sheila so that way she doesn't, whenever she dies, the shield also goes down. Let's go to event graph. How do I get rid of the shield again? Is it just when something overlaps the shield? Is that what it is? Yeah. Actually, how am I gonna do this? Yeah, it's not gonna actually. That's actually not gonna be a quicker. Not really a good way to quick or dirty fix that. We could. We could. Sorry, I'm just thinking hard. Theoretically, we should be able to just be able to do this, right? Oops. So this happens. It should. Yeah. Okay. There we go. That was actually pretty easy. I'm the smartest guy. That's genius. The dialogue is pretty standard, but it'd be a cool minigame idea. Nice. Glad that that helps. I guess my brain immediately just thinks about like incorporating elements from the big game into the full game into the dating sim. Anything else? I don't know. Could be fun to have like resource management of some kind. Don't know how exactly that would work. But it could be something like the juice meter, like maybe you need to spend energy or something on dates, and if you spend like basically just as a way to like justify how you spend your time on the date or whatever. Yeah, you definitely need a new attack. You're too easy to deal with now, friend. You're too easily killed. Okay, let's give this whole section a run through now with the Buster there. Ah, damn, that was too slow. Wait. Wait. Stop. Stop! Wait. No. No. I'm all out of juice. Fuck, I whiffed. Ow. I'm ass at this game. Love me or Lamau. Kinda scared of how organized the dating sim is. Put that shit on my resume. I hope the dating sim comes out awesome, which I'm sure it will. This level might be heat. This level's kind of heat, dude. I don't know. It's kind of heat. It's kind of heat. It's kind of sick. It's kind of cool. It's incorporating all the mechanics pretty thoroughly. I don't know. It's pretty fun. You guys should play SMT4. Or Shin Megami Tensei 4. Is the dating sim an actual game? I mean, you can ask them. I'm not the one making it. Oh, whoops. That was the wrong tool grid output. Let's go ahead and rebuild that little barrier. Okay, there we go. Alright. So now we got this section. What we're gonna want to do is grab an interactable. We'll grab a unghost. There we go. Drag it right here. Because you're going to be spending a decent chunk of this level in Ghost Mode, I'm realizing. So we'll drag this out. Drag this up. Go. Yep. And then we need to set the post-process to this guy right here. So that way it'll properly disable Ghost Mode. Just thinking, I'm thinking. Okay, so we'll go through here. This will disable Ghost Mode. Thinking we'll pull it back this way. Just to get Sever off your back. So you'll dart in here, work up, and then... this is pretty simple. I think we can probably just use a... use a bat and a slap move. Those are actually they're kind of the same guy. We haven't used bat yet, so we'll definitely use bat. Everybody else has already been used once now, which is good. Yeah, I'm making record time here. Let's use a crunchy. Let's do 2 crunchies. I want to make sure that the level's got as much enemy variety as I can, especially where it's warranted for a big level like this. Oh shit! Okay, and then several will probably still be hanging around here somewhere, and you gotta deal with that. And then you'll boost up here. And here's a concept. Here's an idea. Excited to have people that can actually do artworking on it. Yeah, that'll be pretty cool. Need to join the Discord just for the dating sim? Yeah, you should get in there. It's pretty cool. A lot of cool people in there. Okay. Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab a ghost. We're gonna slap him right here. We're gonna grab a Steve, and we're gonna slap him right here. And this guy is gonna be attached to this guy. Funny guy right here. And then this will be attached to you. And then, because this is the crunchy level, I guess, we're putting another crunchy right here. And then we'll go up here. And then we have our final showdown. It does... I think I want to add more to it. Yeah, I think it does feel a little simplistic as it is, because we get to use Bobbert and Sever, which is cool, and we use everything at least once, but I think it needs something a little bit more climactic before we have our big showdown with the guy. Yeah. I think that's what I want to do. Let's get the level full run through first before I decide on that conclusion 100%. Because maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe it does work out pretty well as is. But I feel like it needs a little bit of extra sauce. Not a whole lot of extra sauce. Like I don't need to like dump a whole thing of barbecue on it or anything, but just like a little bit of extra sauce. I was just realizing my playlist tonight has got all my weirdo shit on it. A lot of SMT and Tekken and whatnot. Oh, not a lot of Tekken, it was just that one song from Tekken. Yeah, that jab is not the most useful right now. Something else I think I want to do is rework some of the other weapons to be more useful in more circumstances. Because I do think that the 1-2 combo is pretty fun as is, but I just want there to be more reason to use other weaponry. Ooh. Oh. I guess you can attack him up there. You could even deal with that preemptively if you really wanted to. Kinda cool. You son of a bitch. Oh. What was your shield? Sheila. Okay. I'll have to try to recreate that and see what was causing it. You're getting pulled forwards. This doesn't work because you can just jump up here instantly when you get through here, which is something I didn't realize till just now. So we're gonna drag this across. Rotate you, and then shrink it down because it's way bigger than it needs to be right now. Let's see, rotation to 90, 0. Use both Bobbert and Severt in the final room. Yeah, it's kind of what I was thinking, is I feel like I should have another combo section where you have to do with both of them at the same time. Because the only place I do that is in the arena level, and I feel like I should do that in the main stages. So, I think we add a little bit to the level. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. Just a little bit. So, instead of this section up here being the end, maybe we'll even move this out of the way for the time being. Leave it there in case we want to use it again. But up here, we'll have another final, like, ghost section, and then this will lead into, like, maybe one, like, spiral staircase or something cool looking, all the way up to the final boss battle. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm just grooving now. Mr. Newland, did you see the gambling minigame in the Dating Sim Chapter 1? I did. I saw a little bit of it. I saw you were spinning roulette slots, I think. I'll be honest, I guess I didn't recall it that well. But I did see that you mentioned there was gambling in it. Okay. How are we going to make this interesting? I think we have a Bobbert. I think we need time to deal with the Sever, so we'll put Sever up here. We put Sever there. We do... Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm cooking. I think I'm cooking on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And then we'll do an extension here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. You know what? Actually, we'll get rid of you. Yeah, we'll get rid of that one. Okay. But here's what I'm thinking, because you can use this slope up here to get there. Maybe I'll put like a jab or something around here too. But this will be kind of like a stepped, like layer cake structure. Because I think that dealing with both Sever and Bobbert at the same time can be kind of annoying if you don't have a relatively simple way to evade them. Otherwise, yeah, like I think it can just get kind of obnoxious to deal with both of them at the same time. So being able to generate a reprieve by escaping to higher elevation, I think should make this section a lot more fun. And making it so that they can still obviously get to you with this sort of central means, but it also gives you a way of predicting their behavior a little more consistently. Which should make this stronger and a lot more fun to deal with. Yeah. I think that'll make a big difference. I think that'll be a lot more fun. It's so cursed. It's like the whole animation is made in code. The crank image is being squished and unsquished. That's funny. Okay. Let's set this back to current camera location. Yeah. Blop. Okay. Yeah, so we go up here, and then we'll have Sever chasing after us. We'll have Bobbert probably closer. Yeah, she needs to be pretty visible, because she is a major threat. And this is something I want to do for more enemies, not just these guys, but they're lacking right now, is some sort of an alert noise to let you know when you've been spotted, and they'll probably have a brief delay before they start, like, attacking for the first time. Like, Gunther, I know for sure he needs one. Like, he'll make, like, a distinct noise, and you'll have, like a second, half second, something like that, before you're actually in danger. I think it'll just make this a lot more fun to deal with. Now, how do we want to lay this room out in terms of our non-ghostly enemies? Got a couple things we could do. Thinking we have maybe a Gunther right here. Well, actually, no. We should be using a little bit more of what we've got at our disposal. You could try Voltaic. Well, no, I'm already kind of doing that in the arena level. We don't really need to repeat ourselves of having both Voltaic guys show up at the same time. Maybe this challenge can just be dealing with these two, with also like a large horde of enemies. So let's try something fun. Just put a bat here, ball here, mirroring each other. We'll do a crunchy right here. Let's put a cuboid right on this section just to be a bit of a blockade. Bouncer, I think, would be an interesting choice right up on this side. Because that would sort of make it a little more difficult to approach via this section here. Because I'd say that generally ball is going to be a higher priority target. So if we have Bouncer there, that makes approaching immediately up the right side a little bit more challenging and therefore a little bit more interesting. So you got to decide which target there is going to be a higher priority for you. And then I think we could also try having his... Well, actually, is the Steve going to be beneficial here? I don't know if the Steve's going to be beneficial here. I don't think we really need a Slapmo because there's already so much melee going on that I think only having one melee guy is probably going to be good. We can do a Gunther up here, just as another like little protector of this section, and we'll put him right about there. Okay, I guess it's so intersecty now that we're gonna have to go all the way back here. Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that, did I? Might be a little stupid. So the problem here is we don't want this. This only opens in ghost mode. And the problem is you run through here on ghost mode and then it turns to normal here. So this closes up, which is good. But the problem is that this is also supposed to turn it back into ghost mode. So you drop down here and then it just turns back into normal mode again, which is not what we're trying to accomplish. Yeah, it's... I'll fix that. Making a boss for your game, I'm making a boss for my computer science project. That is a funny coincidence. Okay, I like this idea of falling down and going back through, but I think we're gonna have to find an alternative method, because fundamentally this just doesn't function. Maybe just doing a little backtracking isn't too bad. I mean, this would give us a little bit more exploration. A little bit more use of some of our ghost guys. Like we do this, and then this, and this, just to cover this whole window. And then we could use this as a separate trigger. I guess it could work if we had like a bobbert or something, because then you'd have to deal with them both on the way in and on the way out, which actually I think would be pretty fun. Okay, no, this will work out. This will work out. You probably don't need to do anything too complicated. Let's just try a bobbert. Oh shit, it's Bob. Oh shit, it's Bob. Shit, I'm dead. Alright, there we go. And you can just swoop up here. Oh yeah, there's no way there's enough time to get to you in time. That's something I'll probably want to adjust. This is an intimidating ass room. Oh no. Oh, he got hit by a bomb. Dumbass. Old dumbass over here. Old dumbass over here. Yeah, maybe the bouncer's kind of unnecessary. Don't know how much he's really adding to this whole proceeding. And you already got a couple melee guys running at you. Maybe we don't really need one more. We'll keep it for now though. I think that's okay. Okay. So we got that working. That's pretty good. Okay. So now we've got this bit up here functional. I'm thinking we try something like this. Something like that, maybe. That's not at all centered, is it? That is not at all centered. Holy. Okay, there we go. Have a nice big wide doorway here. I've got a fun idea for this. Yeah, I think I got a neat little concept here. Yeah. Hold on. I got an idea. Don't insult them, they're trying their best. Man, I wish the delay wasn't so long, because I really don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know what that's in reference to. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. So we got like... Actually, let's get rid of these walls for now. Let's test to make sure this works first before I get too crazy with it. And some of this is just going to be for atmosphere, as you'll see pretty briefly. So let's do... Yeah, 4x4 gap right about here. Yeah, that'll work. And we're going to build this up moderately tall. Something like this. Yeah. Silly is looking like a twisty-turny disaster nightmare. Yeah. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. Let's see if this works, or if this doesn't works. 2, 3. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. See what we're doing here? We do 1, 2, 3. Doing a little dramatic spiral staircase, huh? It might be a little tedious to run all the way up and around and around and around, so I'm probably gonna just have like a secondary like elevator of trampolines up to the top, but it'll be fun. You ever had plan on enemies having voice lines? Probably not. They'll probably stick to the weird like crunchy pixel noises. How tall do I have to make those? 3? 3. Okay, go. Then we're gonna keep building our way on up. I think this will look really cool. Be a fun climactic feeling to add to the level. Holy shit, there's so much more way to go. Go, keep extending it along. Oops. There we go. I think I want it to send us this way. So what we'll do here is... Yeah. Oh, this is actually gonna work out pretty well. Okay. Actually works out nearly perfect. Cool. Oops. There we go. And we've got our nice spiral staircase in here, and we're gonna go ahead and delete this middle section all the way down. That was just mostly there as a reference, as a placeholder. But now we got our cool looking spiral staircase here. And then we're gonna grab a trampoline. There we go. And we'll just make a chain of these guys leading up. Yeah, and that's what we can use as the foundation for the rest of our tower section. Did you know they changed the YouTube red? Yeah, it's pinkish red now. Curly fry? Yes. Yeah. Now you're yeah. Okay, it's kind of janky to actually use. Maybe I'll add something to like center you a little. Like a corner you can wedge yourself in or something, or maybe like a central pillar that you can just sort of lean against to get some more stabilization to make that feel more consistent. Something like this, maybe. And it's gonna have walls too. It's not just gonna be. I think it'd be kind of cool if it was just floating out in open air. I think that'd be kind of cool. I don't know. Yeah, that feels way more consistent. Okay, that's much better feeling. Actually, let's get rid of that wall. Let's set this to a block size of 5. Yeah. There we go. Whoop. And we'll just we'll do a little trim off the top when we get to the top. Boom. Go. And then we can do a little more manual shaping. Can you add me in the game as a boss fight? No. Give me it to go faster? They're so close that it doesn't seem like that's actually... That doesn't really do much. It does seem like it does kind of feel like it should have a way to go even faster, shouldn't it? What if we space these out a little? What if it's like this? Yeah, because if there's less of them, then you'll be further in between each of them, which means you should be able to get more speed. Because I don't want it to be too automated feeling, you know? Not trying to make like a Sonic level here. And a bad one at that. You can fly into them, you have to be next to them to not get your momentum canceled. Yeah. You have to be like already in it. So it doesn't really speed you up much. What if we try something like this, though? What about this? Consider this. Oh, where is he? Alright, what? Oh, it's just impossible to see. That's not very fun either, because you can't see that shit. You know what? Actually, I don't even know why I didn't do this before. I don't know why I didn't do this. There we go. Yeah. And he's always looking at you. So you clear this selection out and you go boom, boom, boom. You can do that instead. Just paste big windmill instead of this. Listen, Aura, you can't just be playing big windmill forever. I gotta be able to make other levels. Although I did say the next world is going to be super focused on verticality, so I think you'll be happy there. Made it to stream? Welcome, Ozzy. Glad to have you here. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. Hold on, I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I'm not thinking enough. Hold on. Get rid of this. Give ourselves a lot of room to work with. And then, okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Okay, so we want to be 17. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There we go. And let's just grab 4 on either side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, sure, whatever. Don't really care. Either one works. And then we extend out like that. Go. What we're doing here is making a nice arena structure for our big old battle. Oops. Yeah, and we'll just repeat the same shape on the other side. So we have this big shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. My keyboard kind of stinks, so sometimes it just doesn't seem to like pick up that I've pressed one of the keys. Like you gotta really indent that son of a bitch to get it to read. All right, now we got our big ol', is that hexagon? That's an octagon. It's got 8 sides. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, whatever. Got 8. It's an octagon. Fitting place to have a big climactic showdown. I do think it probably needs a little bit of extra sauce to it. Something more cool to the visual structure of it. For now, I think it's okay, because this guy is not done yet. Sorcerer is definitely not done yet. He needs a new attack, and I'm still trying to ideate on exactly what that's going to be. But we'll come back to this arena. We'll revisit it, give it a little bit extra polish and sauce. Yeah, but we'll do that once this guy's got a better structure. Because it feels like it'd kind of be a waste of time to come up with a cool arena for him when we don't even know everything that he's gonna do yet. Maybe he could like drop icicles on your head or something. Like he spawns them like above your head and you gotta move out of the way. I mean, you're gonna be moving all the time anyways. That doesn't really seem like it would matter. What if he like... Bro, what if, like, he, all my ideas are just making, like, other enemies. He needs a new thing. I don't know, he needs something. I'll sleep on it, I'll sleep on it. I've gotta come up with it right away, right now. But we'll do the end level. And just chuck that guy down there, right to there. And then we'll do edit materials, get rid of you, so that way everything automatically updates. Oh god, remesh that so it looks a little less horrid. There we go. Yeah. This stage is a mess. Alright, let's give it a couple run-throughs to see how it feels. Then we can start working on some of the detailing and whatnot of it. Probably could do a detonator skip there. Probably be the fastest way to do that. Shit. I am so bad at my own game. How is one man this terrible? No, the bomb blocked my bullets, you son of a bitch. You do really do spend a lot of time on this level in ghost mode, which is good. It's kind of the central gimmick. So, makes sense. No, damn it. I'm just gonna keep playing my keyboard. That always works. Ooh, he got stuck on me. I mean, I don't even know why I'm fighting all the crunchies. You just gotta kill the one guy. Oi. Yeah, that bit's fun. You can like just jump past them to get a little stall for time a little bit. Jesus Christ, get me out! Ooh. Okay, alright, you know what? I think that's pretty fun. I like it. Amir, welcome, Ansterar. Make sure to beam of snow. That'd be interesting. Give it some unique properties. Alright, I think I should have done this beforehand, but I think I want to make this a bit thicker. Yeah. I think that'll look better. Just gives it a bit more substance to the overall shape and structure. And we'll also add some pillars and stuff so it doesn't just look like it's completely floating. That's also something I'm trying to do less of, is less like floaty platform stuff. I kind of want levels to feel like they're justified in a weird way. While still making them like fun, progressible levels. And that's not entirely a bad thing, is to have like levels that are kind of just floating platform challenges. Like, I like a lot of Mario games where they're, full of that. Like, that's all of it. But personally, I do tend to prefer when levels feel like they've got a sort of place to them. And that doing subtle things like making the platforms a bit thicker and adding these pillars and stuff helps make it feel like a weird, twisted up place rather than a weird, nonsensical, like, nothing. And we'll just extend this down. I'm thinking I'll probably have like a little mini mountain here, something. Like an extra, this is going to be like walled in by mountains and stuff. And that'll probably just be like big textured, much lower polygon pieces, because those are going to be kind of huge. So I'm not going to cube grid that. I think ghost mode could look a lot cooler if the screen filter would not apply to the ghosts to look white instead of pinkish. It's hard to tell they're ghosts. That's interesting. I don't know how I would do that, but that's certainly something interesting to consider. I'm sure there's a way to make it not apply. I just don't know how to do it. Okay, let's go ahead and remesh you. Remesh, there we go. Yeah, the floor is, like, the poly count of the floor is insane. Definitely gonna be fixing that up. This game has done a lot of things to my brain. Hopefully good things. Hopefully the good kind of brain damage, not the bad kind of brain damage. Okay, I've got an idea. I I have an idea. I have an idea. Is it a good idea? Don't know. Don't know. What is it called again? Something volume? Something... shape? Basic? So I know there's a type of shape you can make. There's a good brain damage? Yeah, kind of. Hey, welcome, Furen. Hope I got that right. That's not it. That's polygroups. How do I do this again? I don't remember how to do what I'm trying to do. Is it just box? No, that's just a cube. We don't need a cube. We just need a box brush. That's what it is. It's a box brush. Yeah, forgot the name of it. That's actors. Yeah, so we're trying to create a box brush. Could even be thinner than that. Oh. Just undo that real quick. Don't accidentally do anything stupid here. Wait, what? Okay, I'm forgetting what I'm doing here. Modeling mode? No, it's brush editing. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Yeah. Okay. I forget how I did this. Something I did a lot back in the early days when I didn't know how to make this stuff a lot easier than I'm currently doing it. Whatever. We'll just put a box in. A box will be fine. Just put a cube in. And then if we make this have the dark... Oh, that's not the material. We'll do dark snow material. There we go. And what we can do here is just make it really big. And because it's a basic cube, this is really not going... Like, even if it's pretty big, it will add, certainly, to the performance load, but it will not add a lot. Especially compared to the cube grid meshes, which tend to be a lot more detailed for the sake of, like, editing them. Whereas these are a lot easier to deal with on the processing end. At least I'm pretty sure. I think I'm gonna actually start by closing this in. Like so. Yeah. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, let's try this. Let's try this, actually. I think this will really bring this level together visually, I think. Yeah. And then we'll pull this backwards, rotate that 0 degrees, then set you up here. Yeah. Sorry, I'm going stupid mode. Okay, let me rotate you 90. Slide it forwards. We want to get it lined up just right. Oh wait, it's not the right size. Actually, this will be okay. Sorry, I'm not saying much. Just I'm going. My brain's moving fast right now. I'm thinking about how we want to lay this whole area out. Might be easiest to actually start with a completely blank side, which we can actually shave quite a bit here. We do not need a lot of this geometry. Whoa, no! I deleted the whole floor. Yeah, that'll do. That will do. That will do. Oops. Oh no, everything is subtly misaligned now. Oh no. How'd that happen? How'd it happen? How'd it happen? Ah man, how does this always happen? Things just, like, get very slightly misaligned. It's so annoying when that happens. Alright, whatever. We'll just worry about these for now. Put you at a slight angle. And then make this really big. It's gotta be huge. Like, huge, huge. Yeah, like, huge, big. Like, big, huge, like, large. I've got a teacher that she always calls things like huge, big. I like it, it's funny. Yeah, but you can kind of see what we're doing here. Like these are like the outskirts to help make it feel like you're closed in this giant like snowy clearing. Really, it will help sell the atmosphere of this whole place. Yeah, there we go. And because they're cubes, it's oh, yeah, I didn't think about that, did I? Huh? Yeah, I'll have to shrink that down so it fits in the roof section here. Instead of just immediately blocking us off from accessing the rest of the level. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Starting to feel like a place. Kind of. A little bit. Not quite. Pros and cons to Void Collector brainworms. Like, yay, Void Collector, but also I'm lame as hell, and if I talk in chat, you can see how lame I am. No, you're not lame. Don't worry about that. Void Collector deserves Game of the Year. You know, I appreciate that. I'm a probably disagree, personally. I think the game's pretty good, but I mean, I'm just being honest. It's my first game. There's definitely a lot of things that that could be better that I just don't even know are things that I could do better yet because I haven't learned how yet. You know what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm putting down? But I appreciate the vote of confidence, even if I do not happen to share it. Yeah, we got a lot of Shin Megami Tensei music tonight. Not that I mind. Dun 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 dun. Boom dun dun. Boom boom boom. Yeah, like I know this is coming along a lot. I think this is gonna look really cool. Probably even put down a little invisible wall action here and there. First time I'll have done that. I mean, I guess I could just let the player roam out here if they make it. I guess, what's the worst case scenario, right? I thought about that, where it's like, oh, it can make the game seem kind of unpolished if I just let the player, like, escape the bounds and run wherever they want. But does that really matter? I mean, the game is not the most polished game out there, right? Like, it's, you know, I'm not fooling anybody because, like, there's not invisible walls somewhere and you can, like, get out of bounds. It's like, maybe I should just be more open and let the players do almost anything they want. That'd probably be more fun. Yeah. We'll see. I'll think on it. This doesn't really work. I'll figure out a different solution for the enclosure here. I might even just cube grid that part. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. And with this music playing, just like making this environment, this is very peaceful. I quite enjoy this. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Oh, it feels so claustrophobic now. It feels like a big old closed-in space. Much cooler, much cooler. Lobotomy Void Collector subreddit win? I don't want to do that. After you finish Void Collector, you can come up with Gunther Dating Simulator Chapter 2. This game is a big cool worm, stop lying. Well, thank you. Ultra Kill lets players escape the bounds and it's funny. Except for down, they go down. This is one of the highest compliments I give, but I feel about Void Collector I did when I first discovered Minecraft. It's fire. Well, thank you. I very much appreciate that. I'm trying my best. That's always the attitude I try to have with it. Is like, I'll acknowledge that this isn't like... I don't think that this game is necessarily... I want to have confidence with it, of course, but... You know, realistically, my first game, there's... Like, first real game, anyways, of this scope and scale and whatnot. Inevitably, there's going to be a lot of things that I just don't know how to do. Or don't realize I could do. So, like, I'll try my hardest. I'll make it as good as I can. But inevitably, there's going to be things that I will have wished I did better or differently. And that's just how it is. Not a bad thing. It's just nature of game development, you know? Nature of learning. Sorry, I'm not narrating again. I keep getting focused on stuff. I'm doing it again. Yeah, just trying to get this whole section lined up and looking proper. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then what we can do is grab this whole section right here of the grid, and then we can slope it to match this angle. Oh, shit. It just barely doesn't match. Damn it. Fuck. Shit. Okay, what if I just pull it over a little? Okay, nope, hold on. Pull back a little more. There we go. Alright, we got it. Like nothing ever happened. Oh, this one just worked. Okay, whatever. Oh, no, it didn't. Never mind. There we go. Now we're good. Alright, now we're going to scale this down. Get this properly aligned. There we go. And it's all the same texture, so you don't even see any Z fighting. Oh, there's a little Z fighting. Okay, it's not too bad. It's pretty subtle, relatively speaking. Cool, and then we drag this over here. There we go. No, we drag this over here. There we go. And then we'll extend the width of this guy, just so that way it more naturally meshes up top. Alright, there we go. Now we've got a nice enclosure for this whole zone. So that should feel even more like it should. So yeah, there we go. Cool. Feels like a big enclosed space, which is exactly what we're looking for. Alright, so we're gonna have a couple more, because now you can go up here, and up here is kind of poses a problem, because it breaks the illusion a little bit that this is like a layered space. So let's go over here. And then rest this in the right spot. Look at that. Blends in pretty darn smoothly, I would say. And then we extend this out a little more, actually, just to give it a bit more breathing room. Align it like that. There we go. I might have to do some more stuff like this for the other levels too, I think. I think this will just sort of tie it together more thematically, as if it all has this kind of closed enclosure feeling. Maybe like the death point won't even really be a factor in this world, which would be interesting because that was such a like predominant like structural piece in how the last world worked like entirely. So it might be interesting to have a section where there's like that's not even a factor. Alright, then we'll do the same treatment on this side. So just bring this up. Go. And then we'll do just one more time of that. Should set this to 0, 0. Yeah, this will just help us line it up a little more easily for when we want to do the rotation. Because otherwise you have to do like a lot more finagling, as you probably were seeing there. Negative 90, there we go. Oh, wait, I still have to do finagling. Alright, whatever. Then we'll line it up over here, just so that it's intersecting with those corners in a way that looks okay-ish. Yeah, it looks okay-ish. Still kind of doesn't look great if you can see above the top of it, so that's something we'll have to fix. But from down here, it looks good. I have to ask, did you come up with the idea for Void Collector in a dream? Because I seem to have a thing for games that people come up with in their dreams. It was not really a dream game, no. The concept was formed by... I think I was just bored in a history class, and I was just like looking at my hand and thinking of like different hand poses and stuff. And I was like, that could be like an interesting concept, like a game where you switch between different hand poses. And that was kind of the foundational concept, is just like the hand concept was like where everything began. And I'd also been tooling around with an idea about making like a speedrunning first-person shooter in the vein of like a Neon White. And I was like, you know what, I think Neon White's cool, but it doesn't really vibe with me on certain things, so I want to make my own sort of iteration of the same concept. And that's where a lot of the ideas were born, is like taking that Neon White base, injecting with a bit of Pizza Tower DNA, and then adding like the hand element as like a critical defining factor to give it that extra distinction. Yeah, that's kind of where the foundational structure came from. It did just kind of, the idea of like making a hand-based first-person shooter did just kind of appear in my brain one day. See ya, nerds. Shit. Yeah, the elevator needs retooling. I like fighting them, though, where you just like keep spawning these guys at you. I think he does need a little extra something, though. And then this whole section needs work visually, but yeah, that's for another time. Still has the confusing craziness I associate with dream games. Cool. Alright, let's add a little bit of extra sauce. By that I mean, let's just... Actually, we can just do this. Let's pull everything up. Oh, that didn't work. Everything broke. Abort. And reposition. There we go. So I'm thinking we probably want to extend these out on all directions a little bit, and then add another section going up. So that way it really does feel like a whole complete like layer cake structure. That'll be good. That'll be good to do. So we do one of these, you know? A little bit of this action. A little bit of that action. Blade stop? We have heard that song like 8 times already. I'm gonna reshuffle the playlist. Nah. Hell yeah, give me Town Bully. Let's go. A little bit of Yakuza 6. I played way too much Yakuza this year. More than any sane man should. I played like 7 games in this series. It's quite a lot. I really like it. I mean, I'm sure that's probably obvious, but the series is very cool. I used to think like, oh, Yakuza games kind of all seem like they'd be the same deal. I don't know why I'd want to play like all 4 billion of them. And then I did. And then I did play all 4 billion of them. They got my ass. I think we'll just extend these up a bit and then keep that one clearing. I think that'll look probably the most consistent. Yeah. And then we'll just have... I think we can even just extend this up. Sure, I need to extend it by that much. Hey, whatever. We'll fine-tune it later. Right now we're just trying to get the feel down. Something like that, maybe? Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Gotta go eat dinner. Thanks for stopping in. Stream might be done by the time you get back. Pull this up even a little higher. Yeah. Okay, I kind of think I'm in a good spot for this level right now. I think I want to take a little break and come back to this one later, because I think a lot of my good ideas, like, it's good to not sit on one level for too long. It's good to, like, take a break, come back, and reevaluate it. So I think we're gonna do a little bit of touch-ups on some other stages. Yeah, we'll do a bit of touch-ups before we call it. So let's say today's goal, update that to level... Yeah, let's say level design. Okay, let's go to a level I haven't visited in a hot minute. Let's go to Slalom 1. And let's just do some fine-tuning. Give it a couple run-throughs, see what feels good, what doesn't feel good. Stuff that needs to be fixed, polished, tweaked, changed. You know, the whole shebang. It's also getting close to 7. Now I'm kind of hungry. Probably should have eaten before I streamed. Bah. No, I missed. You can get both of them with one fling bomb there. Fling bomb's really good. I don't use it because it's hard to access symbol-wise. Yeah, you can do that stuff. It's very fun to use. This still needs a little bonus thing. Yeah, I think this level's pretty good. It's pretty strong. Yeah, because you don't really... If you naturally keep trying to not look at her, you won't really bump into things, and you get to see it pretty easily. Yeah, I think this level's really good, actually. I was kind of expecting there to be something like super glaringly obvious, like as an issue to fix, but I think in terms of like the functional gameplay, it's really strong. It introduces the gameplay gimmicks in a good, like, simple, focused way. It's not too overstuffed with introducing the mechanics. It's just like a solid test of like, hey, here's the new stuff, here's how it goes. It's got a good use of the intersection gimmick. Yeah, I think it did a pretty good job on this one. What about one of these, huh? What about... Oh, damn it. What about one of these, huh? What about one of these? What about one of... These. Yeah, I cooked on this one. He's goated. Sorry, I was just talking to myself like an asshole. Whoop. Pretty good, pretty clean. Pretty clean. Oh, damn you. Sheila. Sheila's shield's always shielding wrong. Oh, that's the wrong level too. There we go, this is the right level too. This one is definitely going to need some tweaks. I feel pretty confident in that assertion. I don't know why it feels like it always goes like this, but I feel like my first level is always like pretty good, and then my second level is not quite as good, and then my third level is like the best one. I don't know why I feel like that's always been my pattern. It's like the second level's been the weakest, the first level is just good, and then the last level is like the best one by far. Maybe it's just because I'm getting more used to like the gimmicks and mechanics and stuff. But this one's not necessarily bad, it just... I'm trying to think what it lacks. It's cool, but it kind of doesn't have like a centralized, super focused, like refined gimmick, maybe? Like it kind of just has more of the same, but without necessarily a clear-cut, like unique differential. Oh, I just realized Brain Buster was trying to break my brainium. I mean, this part's cool, but maybe this is sort of contributing to the unfocused feel. Like, it's cool that there's like a sideways room and then it transitions into like this dining room area, but like, why are either of these things here? Maybe that's what's feeling off. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's just it. Is that there's not like a consistent sort of theme or structure to it, because you've got... Maybe that could be a cool thing, but it could also be a detriment. Like, you go down here, and then... Yeah, it doesn't really twist or turn much, I'm realizing. You you go through it in a pretty straight order. With this one exception here. Yeah, it's pretty much just like a straight shot. Definitely shows the big windmill. Yeah, I would say so, for sure. Gunther and Steve spot in the same area, you know what it means. I do unfortunately know what that means. But I think that's kind of the issue, is it's not really twisty or turny, nor is it super focused linear. Like it's kind of a weird mixture of the two in a way that I'm not sure necessarily works super well. Like I think everything up to this point is good. It's just now you drop down and you were doing something entirely different for the end, and there's not like a clear focus to the structure. So I think maybe it needs, like, maybe instead of having this, like, dining room theme, we try something a little different and then keep that more consistent. That could be interesting. Like, we could keep the sideways room gimmick for the entire rest of the level, and instead of having this bit here and then dropping down here, this whole section stays sideways. You have this room, and then you fight like a combat encounter in here, go through a door, loop around like this, and then re-enter it with a new batch of enemies, i.e. ghosts, and like some enemies that like spring out from behind ghost doors. And then you exit. Yeah. Okay. Alright. I've got a much better idea for how we're doing this. Yeah, okay. Sorry, fellas, this whole section's getting cut. The dining room idea is cool, but it kind of doesn't really make a whole lot of sense thematically. It's not really that focused. So we're gonna do a retool. Fortunately, I do also have revision control on, so if I want to change stuff, I can just do that easy. No, the dining room. Yeah, I mean, the dining room's a cool concept. I might still implement it somewhere visually. Like, I'll probably bring it into some of the other areas, like level 1 or level 3, maybe even somewhere else in level 2. But I think there, as it was, it's kind of not doing anything. Like, it just kind of doesn't, like, there's just not, like, a focus to it. It needs, like a more concrete, like, vision. No, it's misaligned. Damn it. Is it misaligned still? No, it's okay, there we go. Fix the alignment. There we go. Okay, yeah, but we'll keep the sideways gimmick for a little longer this time. Let that run more. Now, maybe the dining room can be sideways. That could be cool. Either way, it definitely needs more than what it has right now, which is not much. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we can make this probably just about as tall as this one is. Yeah. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 or so. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll go a little longer, just so we can have a short hallway interlude here. Or... You know what that? No, I don't even want that. We'll just do this. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, make it a little wider. Give us a bit more room to breathe. Okay, so this will be another sideways room. Things are gonna be like this, maybe even like flipped, so it'll be like the gravity's facing the other direction. And you'll fight through some dudes here. Cut through here. Maybe like a hallway or just a small room here. It doesn't need to be anything complicated. And then it'll turn to ghost mode here. Or maybe the opposite, actually. So you enter here, loop around, and then it's ghost mode here. Yeah, I think that'll work pretty good. Alright, let's go ahead and close this in. Yep, get that all tightened up. Okay, so you loop around, or loop around this way, and that's when things could get interesting. Okay, alright, here's what I'm thinking, Here's the idea, here's the concept. I gotta stick with me on my vision here. Don't get out of the nav mesh. Don't get out. Whatever. Okay, so this room is gonna be sideways. Furniture's gonna be here. So, how about we reuse the dining room gimmick, or the visual, anyways, because we've got these assets. They're not the most pretty looking texture-wise, but they're done already, so might as well keep them to some extent. And then we can have these fellas in here too. Go. And then we can just have another one here. Another one here. Something like that. There we go. Now it feels like a sideways dining room. Set that to current camera location. So we're gonna enter here. And this section will be pretty normal, all things considered. It should almost try to lull the player into a false sense of security, maybe. And hell, we can even put like a bobbert right here and a... Actually, we don't use both of them at the same time in this level. Yeah, we only want to do one at a time, I think. Put you right here. Actually, let's have her come out of the painting. Yeah, we'll put a painting hole here. There we go. Okay. So here we'll have like a cuboid. We'll have just do like a... What do we not use in this level that much? I don't think we used slap mode all up to this point. Maybe only once. And then let's do a... let's use Crunchy. Crunchy's cool. I like Crunchy. Actually, Crunchy should be outside. Crunchy doesn't go inside. Yeah, let's just count there. This will be nice and simple. Good, easy layout to deal with here. Oh, it's the freaking Stokes of the bench. Yeah, looks so stupid. Okay, so this seems normal, but when you trigger ghost mode, then things will change. And this is what I think is going to make this room so cool. Oh, I've got such a good idea. Oh, this is a genius idea. Oh, this is good. I'm onto something with this one. Hold on. This is why we come back to it. So we come back to it. We gotta revise the levels, because sometimes you get a better idea, and then now it's like 14 times as good. It's able to see what I'm coming up with here. Okay, we're gonna go to interactable level stuff, and we're gonna put a ghost door here, and we're gonna put another ghost door here, and then here's where I think it's gonna be really, really cool. And it's almost something I feel like I should probably use more. Because this feels like such a great use of the mechanic. What X am I supposed to be rotating this on? 90? Okay. I always get the right axis on the 14th try. Oh hell yeah, we got G's theme playing. Nice. Okay, you guys getting what are you seeing the vision? Here's what we're doing. And this is why this is so cool. Gunther here. Steve here. Oh wait, no, this isn't gonna work because they'll fall through before. Oh no, dude. Oh, I was onto something. I was thinking in the 4th dimension. The idea was that you'd enter ghost mode and then these would like drop out and they'd fall. But that doesn't work because it turns to ghost mode already, but way before this. Because yeah, they'll fall in super early, so it won't work. Okay, I could be really specific and minute about this. So, like, this one is only tied to a specific ghost mode or something. Like that could kind of work maybe. Because it's such a good idea. It's such a cool concept, but mechanically the mechanics are just not coded in a way where this would work. Because let's just like try it in its intended context, because I think that'll sort of prove what I'm saying. Okay, let's grab a painting here. Where's sever painting? Sever painting, there we go. Here we go. Nice. Pull that out from the wall a little bit. Set it up like so. Go. And then we need a door here, ghost mode here. You could put code preventing them from dropping before it's time. Yeah, it'll definitely need some sort of special exception, because otherwise it's definitely not going to work. Like I could make that like a specific type of ghost door, perhaps, that only drops when you hit a certain trigger. Like a different type of trigger, maybe, just so that way I have a little bit more like manual fine-tuning over it. Probably would be the easiest way to do it. Keep the effect. Should also feel fairly intuitive too, which is a major concern of mine. Is that like making sure that it feels like it's consistent, even if it technically is coded differently in 2 different instances. As long as it feels consistent, that's all that really matters. But it's annoying to try to learn the mechanics of a game, and it keeps changing how the rules work on you. So I try to generally do things like within a sense of internal consistency. Like I want everything to function without having to make too many like special exceptions. Because then that can just, like I said, leads to a feeling of inconsistency. Unless it's something where it's like finely tuned. Like the surfboards are technically inconsistent, but the inconsistency makes them a lot more fun to use because they're specifically tuned to whatever situation they need to be used in. There's such a thing as an anti-ghost mode. There's something to get you out of ghost mode, but there's not something that prevents it from triggering during ghost mode. That is not something I coded. Alright, but let's just try this how it is, and we'll probably just turn these into like a special type of door and add like a new trigger for it, just so that way it functions at all. Okay, and then we're gonna add a new ghost mode trigger. Let's just grab a pre-existing one. Oh, like this one right here. Yeah, because we don't want it to go ghost mode yet. Yeah. Excuse me. We'll put it just like right here. Yeah. Oops, that's the wrong door. That thing's gonna turn really dark because I can't, yeah. But that's so fun though! That's so fun. That's such a fun concept. I need to make that work. I need to make that work, yeah. It's such a good concept. It's too fun. Especially get to see him falling from the ceiling. Alright, let's put a couple of V ghosts in here. Sorry, I'm grouping again. I mean, I could do this really simply. Don't really have to do anything crazy. I think I'll put this in props, actually. Because it is technically an interactable thing, but it's kind of going to clutter everything else up in there. Okay, let's make a new blueprint actor. Call it BP. Just call it trigger block. And we'll call this, actually I wonder if there's a way to make like a two-step thing, almost, like if I could have, yeah, I'm overthinking that. Let's not worry about that. Make another one in BP trigger. So instead of these being ghost doors, there'll be something very functionally similar. So just add a box or a cube. Get a cube in there. Shrink it down. And we'll manually do the scaling and whatnot. And we'll have a custom event. Actually, I don't think we even need a custom event. I think that's probably all we need to do for it, actually. The real code will come in through the trigger, which will add a trigger box, or a box collision, not a trigger box. There we go. And then this will be really simple code-wise. We'll just grab an on component begin overlap box, overlap component. We will cast to BP trigger block, or cast to BP trigger block. Go. Oh, that'll be if it overlaps a player. Yeah. Cast to BP first person character. There we go. So if this cast succeeds, i.e. if it overlaps with it, then we can add a new variable, and we're going to call this BP trigger block, and we'll make that an object reference. Yeah, and we'll just call this block ref. We'll expose that, and then we'll hook it up to here, or we'll get block ref and we'll destroy actor. There. Very simple. Very, very simple. So let's show you how that is going to work in practice. So let's grab a trigger block. Then extend you out like that. Go. Then duplicate it across. Right, and then alongside the ghost mode trigger, we're going to add this trigger. We'll have them basically overlapping, so that way there's no way to hit one without hitting the other. There we go. Cool, and then we'll have two of those. We'll have trigger, and we'll hook that block up to that guy, and then for this one, we'll hook the block up to that guy. And then just to make sure everything actually does function the way we want it to, we'll have to hook these up, so that way they follow the correct target. What are you doing? Where's your... Oh. Clicked on the wrong spot there. There we go. And then plug this in here to here. Okay, so what we should be seeing now is we'll go in here, we'll do a little combat encounter. Nothing too crazy, pretty straightforward. These ghosters really need a new texture by now. I need to do that. Got through here. And look at that, baby! That's what I'm talking about. It works a treat. And it's very fun. That's very cool. I like that you get to see them fall. Made a music thing for the GD. Oh, the dating sim. Cool. I'll give that a listen in a moment. Oh! Just realized the ghost mode trigger. There we go. This needs to activate this fella. There we go. And then we'll do another one, and then that one will activate this guy. There we go. Oops. Okay. Build our roof here. Let's do a little texturing just to make sure that this does work. Actually, you know what? We'll need to put in our classic pillars. Yeah, probably won't put them on the floor just because I think they would be a little annoying to deal with. Okay. Oops. Let's give this guy the good old remesh treatment there, just to fix up some of that geometry we just made. And then we're going to edit the attributes, set our brush size to 1, just because it's kind of huge. Otherwise, set this to all within angle. So this should be... The floor should be here, so that'll be cobbled stone. The walls... These walls should be just wood wall. This needs to be wood ceiling. Actually, this also should be wood wall. Yeah. And then this bit is going to be dark wood. There we go. So we grab dark wood wall. There we go. And nice. Looks a little more complete now, doesn't it? Oh, I just realized though, one thing we got to do. Make a little bit more geometry. We're not quite done. There we go. Just enclose this section here. Oops. A little taller than it needs to be. A little wider than it needs to be. And we're going to do the same for these bits here. Just so it doesn't feel quite so slapdash. It's a good word, slapdash. Cool. And then I think we might want to have another ghost door, like here or something, that leads to the exit portal. Oh, I've got a really fun idea for this too. Like, what if it's like a twisty hallway, so it keeps like rotating, or like it looks like it's rotating? That'd be fun. You put them in a cage that's so evil, they'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, so let's do a little bit more texturing here. I think all this can probably just be dark wood. You're not really supposed to look at it, or wood ceiling rather. So I think that'll probably be okay. That one's gonna need a little more though, for sure. But like all these bits here, they don't really have to be anything too complicated, I don't think. Yeah, I think these will probably look better if they're something simpler. Should really slow my camera speed down, shouldn't I? Alright, coolio. I think I'll come back to this one a little later because I have some cool ideas for what I want to do with it. Yeah, let's texture this side now. Let's make that cobbled stone. Let's make this wood ceiling, and make this all wood wall. Okay, cool. Let's give that a whoops. There we go. We spoke some holes in the top. They'll be fine. They're not going to be stuck in there that long. You're overreacting. Whoops, forgot to texture those. Guys, what are you doing? They can't get through the door? Why can't they get through the door? That stinks. That's annoying. I'm gonna have to fix that. Things love to get stuck on geometry that's not real. It's so cool. I love when that happens. It doesn't exist. There's no collision. It doesn't have collision. What are they hitting? What are they hitting? Nothing. They're not hitting anything. I'll fix that later. Okay. Anyways, I'm feeling pretty good about that. Good 2 hours of work today. Got the main goal today done. Pretty happy with this new end section for this level. Feels like it fits the theming a lot better. So that's good. But yeah. Feeling like it's a good place to call it today. Thank you everybody who decided to stop in as per usual. And I hope you all have a great rest of your evening. Peace out. Have a good one.